one?
The big one.
Oh, the big eye guard one?
He came
Early?
7 o'clock.
Oh!
Get out of there. I think I shot the one that we were after too.
Are you?
I'm not joking, Dad.
...2019, October 1st, and we just met John Langston earlier that summer. I had the opportunity to do Deer Week. Sportsman's Channel called me, and it was exciting. And then they said, okay, we're going to bring in John Langston, and he's going to be your co-host.
Oh, my muddy truck, oh, that big buck 12-pointer hanging on my wall. Y'all listen up.
We had a really good time putting these together.
If you can't tell from a redneck or the bottom rank,
Make it happen, dude.
or my muddy truck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what we got on here. Not what I had in mind, John. That's what we're talking about.
There we go. These Deer Week glasses are amazing.
So John and I hit it off as we were putting these stuff together with Sportsman's Channel. We had such a fun time. All of a sudden, we started talking to him about maybe coming out to the ranch, and sure enough, he's excited. And it just so happened that we found time on opening day.
What's up, y'all? John Langston here. I got a few days off from the road. I've never hunted Oklahoma before, so looking forward to it. So the rain holds off. I don't mind a little drizzle, just don't want a thunderstorm rolling through like it says it might. But other than that, I feel pretty good. We're playing sitting in a blind, so we're going to practice after play.
Him and Jaylee are both going out, and it's a night of a cold front. So we knew that there's a big temperature drop, and we had a big buck kind of in an area right there on the river that we were going to send John Langston in after. So we were really excited. But then I was taking y'all to another farm about 20 miles down the road, and I don't even think I'd ever seen this farm.
I had not. You just basically showed me some pictures. Me and Logan rolled in, put our bags down, got dressed in camo. Dad showed us some pictures and just took us out there. I hadn't been there before, but you did show me some pictures of some nice bucks, so I was in for it. If I end up killing this trip, it will be my first buck with a bow in Oklahoma.
Well, the thing about Jaylee, you know, a lot of y'all seen her, but I mean, it's almost like we just created a monster. If that target deer comes in, I don't want to brag him up too much, but he's a good deer.
Really?
And you know, being homeschooled, we got to do a lot of that, and we've had a lot of good times, and you've shot some pretty good deer.
I've been very blessed, and with Mom homeschooling me, it does make it a lot easier for me to be able to go on trips with Dad, although I don't get a whole lot of schoolwork done.
So where we are right now is actually really close to where Dad shot his biggest deer ever. I think it's like 1.5 miles away from that. It's Ollie. It was like 201. And then also about 2 miles away from Lucky. And it's just kind of nice to know that we're that close to where Dad shot some of his biggest deer. He used to have a place called the Wallahatchie, and it's really close to right around here.
Just got set up. First time of the year. Pretty awesome to be out here. Get a few days off. Might as well be outside doing something. And that something is gonna shoot a big old deer. That big 8 might show up. He's been showing up every day. But seriously, thank you, Jeff, for having me out, man. That is awesome. At least it's not 1,000 degrees.
Big buck, right here.
You see the difference here. See this deer? Mm-hmm. He's littler bodied, right. And this is even closer. But if there's a deer that you might want to shoot, that'd probably be him.
On this night, I felt pretty confident that John and Jaylee would have a good hunt. We had great winds for them with a 30-degree drop in temperature, cold front coming is already there, rain falling, and as I dropped them off, I just knew that they were in for a good hunt.
So I've kind of been thinking about this past season and some mistakes that I maybe made that I can do better with this year. And one of them is kind of not having confidence in my decisions and making decisions quickly. And that's one thing I'm going to work better at this year is just making a clear decision, and whether it's right or whether it's wrong, go on with it. And then if it is wrong, you know, you learn from failure.
It's been raining on and off all afternoon. It's been boring, and then it will stop for like 2 minutes and then start up again. But it's finally cleared up. Feels good, just a few drizzles here and there, but we got like 45 minutes of shooting light left, so hopefully that big old 8 steps on out here in a second. Hey, there's my dad. He might come back, to be honest with you. I mean, it's just a loud noise. You didn't hear anything. And, dude, that thing's in there. Bro, hey, he was the big one. That's not the most upsetting thing.
It's all right, man.
No, it's not. It's the worst thing in the world. The biggest deer ever showed up and I shot the freaking blind.
We had a few little deer in there and a couple does, I think, and then I looked up and I'm pretty sure I saw a white from some antlers out there a little ways.
Well, guys, standing right here, and just to talk about Jaylee's hunt, number one, I believe, is the muddy blind. We placed it really, really close to bedding. I mean, that is one of the biggest things in early October, is getting those stands close to bedding with a good wind as they head to the fields. You know, the access was another key. The oil wells is what we use in Northwest Oklahoma, getting those trucks, and the bucks hear those trucks daily, so that's not a big deal, and then keeping that wind right.
He kind of went where I couldn't see him, and then he came out, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a mature deer. And he started walking towards us, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna shoot him once he gets closer.
When did you know that, hey, this is fixing to happen? I'm fixing to get a shot.
Well, when I saw him turn and start coming towards us, that was when I really was like, I'm pretty sure we're about to get a shot, because I could see where a trail was that many of the deer had walked on, and it came right to about 20 yards of where I would get a shot. And he just followed that right down there to where I could get a shot. And so we were getting ready the whole time. We had a certain spot that he would get to that I was planning on taking my shot.
Well, so Jay, you look up and this big deer.
So he was kind of walking a little bit slow, and then he made a scrape, and so we were just getting to sit there and watch him, which was really cool. And then from there, he just kind of, started coming towards us.
What did he look like? He looked big or little?
He looked good. So I first thought, I was like, there's no way I could have hit that deer good, because I just always make mistakes. And then me and Logan just looked at each other and were like,
I think it looked good.
I did. I hit him good. I shot a deer on opening night. I couldn't believe it. At first I thought I might have hit him a little bit high, but then I was like, no, I'm pretty sure he's done.
I might have just killed a deer on opening day. That is incredible. I really didn't think I was gonna get that close of a shot.
Get out of there. I think I shot the one that we were after too.
Are you?
I'm not joking, Dad.
Smoking?
I think so. We looked back at the footage. It might be a little bit high, but I'm pretty sure it's good. Are you sure you didn't go on that side? Oh, I think it is too, Dad. Oh, my. Oh. Dad, he's a one. And it's velvet, yeah. Well, just kind of thinking back about it and some of the stuff I talked about of just I struggle with making confident decisions and actually, doing them and not second guessing myself. And tonight the Lord just gave me an opportunity to do that, and I made the right decision, thank goodness. But and not to get like too emotional and sappy, but I was really kind of still upset at myself about Texas and not making the best shot, and it encouraged me definitely a lot to practice more and make sure I didn't do that again.
The new Thunderhead Nitros, and
I told,
I believe that'd work.
I told Logan, I was like, tiny but mighty.
It's the one, dude. Let me
which
see
one?
this, Dad.
Which one?
The big one.
Oh, the big eye guard one?
Yes. He came
Early?
7 o'clock.
Oh!
I hit the blind, like we talked about. I sat right there. So we get in there, I sit down, and there's this mat. So I fold it in two, and I sit on the chair, and I'm like, oh, I'm way high enough. This is perfect. Just let it go. And went right to the blind.
Did it?
See, that's the funny part. It went right into the blind, like right on the top, right where the window is, and I had to unscrew it out. Yeah, on the bottom part.
There was a broadhead sticking out the other side of the line.
What did he look like on the hook?
He's bigger than the pictures. I mean, I hear you. Hey, on that, I hear you. Congrats. It's amazing. Oh,
It's in velvet.
What?
You couldn't get that off, I guess.
that is gnarly. That is sticking out of his eye. Look at that. Crazy.
Now that would kind of bug you, wouldn't it?
How far did he come in at?
He came into 20 yards.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's Walk by Faith, and today I want to turn to one of the most encouraging verses and well-known verses, and it's Isaiah 40:31 says, "But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." And it reminds me of a verse in James 1, 2, and 3 where it talks about count it joy, my brothers, when you find yourself in trials and tribulations. And that's what this is talking about. It's not going to keep you out of trials and tribulations, but when you find yourself in them, that we as Bible-believing Christians have our trust in Christ. We can't do it ourselves, but we have our trust in Him, and He has everything. He knows of anything going on. Nothing catches Him by surprise. So in life in general, I don't necessarily worry about a lot. I put my trust in Him, and when I find myself worrying, I put my trust in Him. So I don't know what you're going through right now, but whatever it is, you don't have to faint and be weary. Put your trust in Christ. Lean on Him. Make sure you know Him, and that's how we can make it through this rough world. Hey guys, I'm Jeff Danker, and remember, as I always say, shoot by sight, walk by faith.